Good morning, everyone. It's November the 14th, 2023. We've talked about a lot of things over the last fall, since I started my channel here. I want to discuss something that we're facing right now. That one of the reasons why I put up the two videos on Remembrance Day, and that because right now the world is facing a great deal of hate and racism. And it's overspilling between Ukraine and certainly between, right now, it's getting very heavy between what's going on with Israel and the Hamas and the Gaza Strip right now. And just how far does hate crime go? Well, I want to demonstrate. I haven't put this up. Last fall, I'm going to explain that what the whole story is. But I did pictures of this. I just took still pictures of this that I want to show you. And then I'm going to explain what happened last fall when I took these pictures. So I'm going to actually turn around here. I'm going to have to turn the camera around so that I can give you a shot of this. Where are we now? Oh, and I'm going to show it to you in black and white. And as you can see, this is fairly clear, with the F word, you, and then the N word, and then street people. And this was a direct hate crime here. Now I'm going to turn the page over again because I've got 4 shots here to show you. Again, written on the side of the house. Again, you can see it very clearly. F-U-N and then street people. And then if you go down to this one, just a minute, I'm just going to have to get this. It says, when she discovered it in the morning, she tried to scratch it out, but underneath you could see die, N, and street people again. Then written again was F, die, and I don't know, there was another F-U, die, and then there's some kind of other symbol. I didn't quite, that was blanked out, so I didn't see that very well. But this is what was written on the side of one of our houses there. This last fall, as I said, I was walking down the street. At the time, it was during the fraction group from the convoy occupying St. Bridget's church. And, of course, I was there protesting them being there. And they really started stirring up the street people down there for their shenanigans and what they were doing as well. But I wanted to explain what happened with this. Now, this was a single mother. She had 2 children, 10 and 12 years old. And both Julie and I knew this woman, so I was kind of shocked. So when I was walking down the street and I glanced at the house, I just stopped dead in my tracks and took a double take. I couldn't believe what I was reading, and so I had to make sure I knew what I was reading. And so I went on to the protest I was going to at St. Bridget's, and then I went back and I talked to her after to get the story. And the story was, because she's so close to the curb and the sidewalk, her front door, that some of the black people were coming up and smoking and shooting up on her doorstep. And in the morning, she had trouble because her children going to school, a school bus driver would drive up to the curb, and to get out her front door to get the 2 children to the bus, she had to walk over. They had to walk over, these people shooting up, and foul language and whatever. So she turned around, she told them, "Would you please get off my steps?" Next morning, she woke up, and that's what she found on her, all over the front of the house. And she was terrified. She went through the winter. Fortunately, this past spring, she did manage to move, but she got terrified because she didn't know what exactly was going on, and it seemed like they resented the fact that she kicked them off her front steps. Well, who wants to walk out your front steps and literally have to walk over drug paraphernalia, people sleeping, shooting up on your front steps, and all you're trying to do is get your children off to school? Why should the children have to see that? That wasn't fair at all. And then she got that on the building. So, I mean, this is what we're facing today, and we should not be like this hate that we've got. I mean, now we're seeing the hate to the point now they're shooting at the synagogues here right now, and all kinds of things are happening all across Canada as well as around the world right now for all this hate again. And you can't blame the Palestinian people, you can't blame the Israel people exactly, but this goes back years and years after the Second World War, and it's a dispute that's never been settled. And we have to come to terms and start settling things in a good way. So today I just wanted to show you quickly, of course, I wanted to tell you too, that the police were apparently driving down the street and they took a double take and came back and knocked on our door. And of course, it was being investigated as well as a hate crime at that point when they saw it. I don't think it was called in. I believe it was just, or at least the mother thought that it was just the police driving down the street and read that too. So this is how that happened. But I just wanted to tell people, please, we've got to come to terms with peace here. Because right now I'm hearing people are thinking this is going to explode into the Third World War because it's breaking out all over the world right now since the pandemic. So we really need to come to terms with things and start working together, not against each other. So take care, everyone. Have a nice day, and we shall talk to you again soon, and bye-bye.